How's it going, everybody? Just want to do a little video of my new handgun I picked up not too long ago. It's the M&P Smith & Wesson 2.0 in 45 ACP. This is the full size. They do come in a nice hard case. Some people like them. Some people would rather have a cardboard box and save, the money if they offer it with a cheaper price. But me, I kind of like having a nice hard case, even though I never actually use them, for the range. And I always have a bigger one that I bring a couple handguns in at once, So these I never use, but I still like the fact of having a nice case. But that's just me. Everybody's opinion's different. Of course, your basic manual and child lock and everything, the normal stuff. It does come with 2 magazines, 2 10-rounders. And then 4 back straps. There's a large, medium large, a medium, and then a small. Right now I got the small in there. Between the small and the medium, I felt it was the most comfortable. But lately I just been having the small on there, and I've been real happy with the small grip on it. And so far I got 150 rounds through it of my own reloads. I haven't shot any factory ammo through it, and so far it's been flawless. I know it's not a whole lot of rounds yet, but I mean, I just got it like about a week ago or whatever. I haven't really had a chance because or have a chance to get out there and shoot as much. So anyways, here's the gun. Of course, I'll do a safety check. It is unloaded. But go over some of the features on it. It does have metal sights front and rear, and they are the white dot, 3-dot arrangement. Sorry for the background noise, the furnace kicked on. And it is nice. It has a the way the sight is. It's if you're somebody that wants to rack it off your boot or your belt loop or your belt or something, I meant. You can do that like an emergency situation, which is pretty nice, It does have ambidextrous slide release or slide stop. I'd rather say. Personally, I don't like using a slide release or stop. I like doing the overhand method and just racking it back. But I did notice on the right side it is very, very difficult. Actually, I can't even drop the slide with this one. I don't know if it's just stiff and needs broken in, but to me it's pretty much useless. Like I said, I always like the overhand method. It does have the, of course, typical M&P like fish scale serrations, which I absolutely love. I think it's pretty aggressive. You can get a good grip on it. It does have the front ones up here, which I think are kind of pointless. It's so small. I mean, it's kind of like, especially in a stressful situation, if you use it to do a press check or something, or even to rack it, it's pretty much pointless. In my opinion, they should have just did away with it. Of course, these notches here has your serial number and this barcode. And on the other side, I don't know why they did that, at least on this side. I guess it's like for the chassis, because the 2.0 series have an extended embedded stainless steel chassis that helps with torque and flex and everything for when you're shooting a gun. So that was the one thing I guess the earlier M&Ps had problems with, or over time was problems with the frames and everything. So they did add this to strengthen the overall gun, make it a lot more stronger and durable. Of course, it does have a little chamber indicator where you can look and see the brass. And of course, the magazine release is reversible. So if you are left-handed, you can take it apart and then flip it around. I haven't really looked in how complex that is. I don't really need to worry about it because obviously I'm right-handed, but the texture is very, very grippy. I like it. It's you basically don't need to add any extra things to it to any like type of tape or anything to get a better grip of it. I mean, if you don't think this is grippy enough, well, I don't know what to tell you. You must have some really sweaty hands. But of course, if you don't know to take the back straps off, this tool basically right here, you just twist it and then pull it out, and then your back strap will come off. And they are labeled, you know, whatever size they are. And this tool is actually also to take apart the gun, if you so choose to use that method of taking the slide off. And basically, once you have it racked back, there's somewhere down in down below the breech face. I guess you just depress it, and then, you know, go ahead and release your lever, kind of like on a SIG or an XD, and of course now, you know, the M&Ps, and then basically you can slide it forward. Me, I would just rather pull the trigger and then slide it off. And of course you can see the frame from there, and also, you know, your standard arrangement. You know, take the guide spring and recoil spring and guide rod off in your barrel. It is nice. It does have a stainless steel guide rod, so it's not all polymer or nothing. So that's definitely a nice touch, in my opinion. So it's not like a aftermarket thing you have to do. And you know, if you wanted a metal or steel or stainless steel guide rod, basically comes with it from the factory. So it's definitely nice. Yeah, so other than that, that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and give some more specs on the gun. I did take it basically off of Smith & Wesson's website. It has an 18-degree grip angle. So I know some people may not like Glocks the way they have more of like a, I forgot what degree they are, but it's more angled down, I believe it is. And some people can't shoot them good because of that, because it felt unnatural to them. So this is an 18-degree grip angle. It has a 1 15-inch twist on the barrel. It has a Armalite finish for durability and everything. The barrel length on the full-size 45 is 4.6. The overall length is 7.9. The weight is 27 ounces. And it didn't really have any specs on the width of the slide, so I used my calipers, and then I measured basically right here on the slide, and then that came up to about 1.17 inches wide. And then the trigger pull, again, I didn't really see it on the website, and I ended up using my trigger pull gauge to the best of my ability, and it roughly came around to 7.5 pounds on the pull. So it's definitely not as nice as a Glock. Well, I mean, some people may say they like it better than a Glock, I don't know. But definitely is heavier than a Glock trigger. But for me, I actually kind of like the trigger on it. Really nice, or very well, I mean. It's one of those things that it did kind of get a lot better from when I first you know, got it without shooting it. Definitely smoothed out a lot, but it kind of has some take up, and then once you get to like a hard spot, all you gotta do is just start slowly pulling in on it, and then it'll go off. So the trigger's not terrible. I can't recall trying to trigger on the earlier M&P series, but I guess it's definitely an upgrade of the original. Of course, a lot of people get the Apex trigger kit for it, and they say it's just amazing. Me personally, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go that route, because from shooting it from day one, just to me, I just shot this gun so amazing, better than my Glocks in my opinion. I mean, it just was like point of aim almost, you know. I just shot very well, and I was very impressed on how well I did with it. And to me, I didn't have no problem with the trigger at all. And in a way, I kind of don't mind a slightly heavier trigger, because if I get too light of a trigger, I tend to, you know, accidentally want to shoot it too fast. And then, you know, I'd rather have something I can kind of control a little bit better, and, you know, have that little heavier trigger pull to, you know, take my time with it. Just my personal thing. I mean, it may not be for everybody. Obviously, lighter trigger pulls, you're going to generally produce better accuracy with it, but like I said, me with a lighter trigger pull, I tend to accidentally shoot it too quick, you know. But yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I've been wanting one of these for well over 2 years. I'm kind of glad I waited, you know, at least, you know, so now I got the 2.0 version, which they just did some upgrades to it. You know, so far I'm definitely in love with it. You know, I wanted another 45, and you know, I got my 1911, but I wanted something a little bit more higher capacity. I still want to get a 14 round mag for it. They do have those available, which definitely, at least, you know, a mag capacity, put it somewhat over top on Glock, which is only by 1 round, because Glock's, their Glock 21 is 13 rounds, but I'm sure they have higher capacities for the Glocks, but to me, 14 rounds of 45 is not too shabby. Definitely is pretty nice. I did forget, it does have, of course, a standard pick rail on there for your flashlights and everything. But yeah, so I'm definitely happy with it. I'm glad I bought it. You know, I always like the look of the M&P. You know, it just has a little bit more style to it, and you know, I think it fits really good in my hand, and I think it's very, you know, comfortable in my hand. And I really have no major complaints over it at all. It might not be everybody's thing, but for me, I'm definitely, you know, liking the M&P. But so if you have any questions, feel free to comment, and thanks for watching.